I have 20 years of experience of going from a vegetable stage to being a functioning human being, or sort of recovered. I did not want that experience to pass with me when I pass. Hello, welcome to episode 24, which asks the question, why at 77, going on 78, do I make stroke videos? Aside from the fact that having had a stroke made me really reevaluate my life, I almost passed away several times. And I used to joke that it seems like the powers that be saved my life. They must have saved me for something. I did not know what the something is. Maybe this is it. Making stroke videos. I have had this channel for a couple of years, and it operates as a money loser. There's no money in stroke videos. Also, I relive having had a stroke in these videos. Before I started making these videos, I often forgot that I had a stroke, which is fine by me. I hate announcing to the world I had a stroke. And it is not my idea of fun. What a thing to be remembered for. By the way, please like and hit the notification bell. I hope to spread my message of hope and recovery to other survivors. I see so many missed opportunities, so much depression on the net. It sort of breaks my heart. As you know, when you have a stroke, or have had a stroke, you are desperate to see a way out of this mess your life has suddenly become. If you subscribe, you will get free access to all of the videos I have produced. So if you have lost your speech, for example, you can hit the speech video, and I think the number is episode number 5, which is entitled How I Learned to Speak Again. And hopefully there is something I found that you can also add to your routines. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. But this is my videos make a total repertoire of what people encountered when they have a stroke. Many of you have found episode 2 useful, which lists many of the stroke effects like crying, anger, uncontrollable laughter, and it reassures you that if you have them, you will learn that they're considered entirely normal if you have them, and how to try to control them so that it doesn't totally embarrass you. Or maybe episode 12, which is why everyone is abandoning me. I cover mostly all the possible issues if you have had a stroke and how to negotiate them. Also, the YouTube algorithm means that the more people that like and view you and subscribe, the more you will be published. Sort of like when you go to your first job interview and the interviewer says, "Well, okay, Mr. Palomino, what experience do you have?" Well, I don't have any and never will if someone doesn't give me that first chance. And I guess I make them because I became more empathetic after the stroke. I went through years of hell for years running. And in some ways, I am not the old me. I never will be. The other day I was listening to a classical guitarist, and he discussed how difficult it was to achieve a good tremolo. Specifically, he was discussing a piece by Terega by the name of, entitled Recuerdos de la Alhambra. I used to play this piece with ease. I wanted to cry and turned it off so that I didn't weep. I still show some emotional hypersensitivity, and infinitely less than 20 years ago, but I still show it. But finally, I realized that this is why I really ultimately make these videos. Because I realized that after experiencing every mood possible, endless hours spent in exercise and therapy, time with some of the best doctors in the world, I have accumulated a wealth of knowledge of what has worked for me and what attitudes have worked for me. And I want to make your recovery as swift and thorough as possible. So take any information that I offer, try it. Maybe you don't, but at least I made the effort. I have 20 years of experience of going from a vegetable stage to being a functioning human being, or sort of recovered. I did not want that experience to pass with me when I pass. Someone somewhere will find, hopefully, it useful, as many have. I'll quote some viewers, what they think. This is one quote. "I am so glad I found your videos. They are helping my 89-year-old mother who deeply needed to hear a compassionate voice. Your words reflect both grit and love for life and humanity. I appreciate your story so much, especially regarding fighting onward each day and appreciating every small step to recovery." Or another writes, "I am 8 months post-stroke, and you give me so much hope. Thank you for your honesty and encouragement." Or, "I just had a stroke, and your words give me hope and fire to recover." And lastly, "Thank you so much. My husband is a recent victim. I don't know how to react to his mood, but your videos have given me the tools and the knowledge necessary to help him through his mental and physical change." End of quote. There was so little useful information, not about suggested exercises but the importance of not stopping them. For example, when your session is over, but particularly the emotional side of stroke. And I assume that is because most people doing these videos about stroke have not experienced a stroke, and they hope that their sessions are sufficient, and they are for the first 3 to 6 months. But when you are out of their care for the ongoing struggle, they will not be there in most cases. You have to have a stroke to fully understand the mental condition, fatigue, and hypersensitivity, etc. And this is the important part, how to come out of it and how dramatically different you are than the rest of humanity. The total devotion to coming out of it and having some kind of positive outcome. To deliver a message they listen to, someone who has had a stroke, it helps if you have gone through the same thing. Would you have been more likely to listen to advice on the hitting of a baseball from someone who has never played the game, or someone like Ted Williams? We used to listen to our running coach for cross country in high school. He was a famous coach, runner, named Billy Squires. He was one of the top athletes in the U.S. and he graduated to the coaching ranks. He graduated to the top running coach at that time, and he did the same regimen he asked us to do along with us. Does a general inspire his troops being from the field or from headquarters? That's another way to look at it. Stroke affects the body and the mind. When you have one, only then do you realize it is not like the typical broken leg or having the flu. It is a whole totally different animal. And beyond the true comprehension of someone who has not had one, what goes through the mind of every stroke survivor is, now that I'm basically survived the stroke, how the heck am I ever going to come out of it? I know the enormity of what just happened to you because it happened to me. And this is the relevant point. I have basically come out of it. I want to help you with whatever advice I can, even if it helps you just a little. So with that, I will leave you, and always with the advice, don't give in to stroke. Thank you.